covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 10 starts right now.
And we begin with a reminder to lock your doors, keep your guard up. This involves the theft of a truck outside of Broken Arrow Arby's. I'm Clay Loney.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. Police say Dustin Felton took a Ford F-150 from the restaurant near 61st and Garnett when the owner was having lunch inside. New at 10, Fox 23's Nina Carter is live with how police were able to find him. Nina.
Officers say a business owner nearby saw Felton ditch the truck in his parking lot and was able to call police before he got too far away. Randy Phelps says he was having lunch at this Arby's in Broken Arrow when he looked up and saw a man stealing his truck.
I chased him through the parking lot, grabbed hold of the truck, and thought about jumping in, but I decided not to do that.
Phelps says he immediately called police and gave Broken Arrow officers a description, who then called Tulsa police, since the truck was heading that way. Just minutes later, Tulsa police got a call from a business owner not too far from the Arby's who noticed something odd.
Seen the truck pull in at a high rate of speed and hit the brakes, and I assume he started to bail.
Officers showed up to the business and were able to find the suspect, Dustin Felton, close by. Police say witnesses at Arby's were able to confirm that he stole the truck 30 minutes earlier. Police say they wouldn't have been able to find the truck so quickly without the witnesses.
Especially in the daytime, there's a lot better chance there's going to be witnesses that are going to be able to provide information for us, and it's going to be able to help us locate the vehicle.
Phelps says the only thing he lost in this are his truck keys, which Hilton threw somewhere in this alleyway when he took off.
I'm a very lucky and blessed man for the way it turned out, and I'm just very grateful to all the responders.
And now he says he knows what to do to prevent this from happening again.
Unfortunately, I left the keys in the cup holder, so I suggest you don't do that.
Felton was arrested for possession of a stolen vehicle. Reporting live in downtown Tulsa, covering news that matters. I'm Nina Carter, Fox 23 News.
All right, Nina, video shared again and again on social media led to an all-out manhunt for the man accused of road rage driving the red pickup we've seen in Muskogee. And new details tonight, Fox 23's Eddie Randall reporting live for us with why Muskogee police kind of backed off to let U.S. Marshals make that arrest.
Yeah, Clay, the DA tells me that Caldwell's home sits in between Muskogee and Cherokee counties, and since marshals can make arrests in either of those places, that is the agency that picked him up. This viral video is one of the key elements that helped investigators find this man, Eric Caldwell. District Attorney Orville Logue says after 4 weeks of gathering evidence, they were finally able to arrest Caldwell for running two people off of Highway 62.
It's never okay to take your frustrations or rage out on the roadway.
A couple on their way to get something to eat were driving on the highway in front of this truck that started to tail them, then ran into them, causing the driver to lose control and hit a guardrail, totaling their car. Police searched for weeks and found several people who owned the same type of truck, but the DA tells me evidence and clues they gathered pointed to Caldwell.
We've been following up on leads.
On Monday, marshals arrested Caldwell at his home near Fort Gibson. He saw a judge at the Muskogee County Courthouse and had a bond set at $30,000. We looked into his background and found several traffic violations, including speeding and improper lane changing.
Wow.
That shocked Cheryl Delosier.
People make mistakes, but if it's a repeated offense, then that sounds like it's kind of a way of life.
I can't stress it enough to just slow down. Everybody just needs to slow down.
Caldwell is charged with 2 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon and leaving the scene of an accident involving injuries.
There's 2 young individuals who, had a scary incident that day. So, now we're pursuing justice for them.
The DA tells me they're still searching for the truck from that crash video we just showed you. If anyone has any information, they're asked to call police. Caldwell has another court date on July 12th. Reporting live tonight in Muskogee, covering news that matters, I'm Eddie Randall, Fox 23 News.
Well, tonight, family, friends, and former students are remembering the longtime Tulsa teacher killed by a suspect in a police chase. OHP confirms the victim was 64-year-old Etoyce Johnson. Troopers say Blake Ferguson sped away from authorities in a stolen truck from Catoosa, running red lights before hitting Johnson near 76 and Mingo in Owasso. TPS says Johnson taught language arts for more than 35 years at various schools.
We are now hearing from the Tulsa family following a carjacking over the weekend that took the life of one of their loved ones. We told you Jonathan Stevens was killed on Saturday amid a string of carjackings in Tulsa and Broken Arrow. His family wants to know why him?
You can't get that last goodbye. You can't get that last I love you.
Goodness, we told you on Sunday someone found the gun believed to have been used in the shooting, found it under a dock near the Shoreline Apartments. Police arrested 2 teenagers. Emmett Sam and Nathan Simmons is how they identify them in connection with the murder and those carjackings.
Well, new tonight, we now know the name of a woman killed after being hit by a stolen car. We told you 28-year-old Amanda Hart died last night at the hospital. Police say she was run over Friday at the Addison Apartments after a fight broke out involving a stolen car she was trying to sell. Police say Hart's boyfriend shot the man who hit her in the leg. Shot the man who hit her. That man was shot in the leg. So far, no arrests have been made.
A man in Grove has been sentenced in relation to fraud charges in a house flipping business, according to prosecutors. Michael Morris will report to federal prison August 4th to serve a 6.5-year sentence. Investigators say he opened several accounts, used his brother's identity without his permission to open nearly 70 bank accounts. Today, the judge also ordered Morris to pay more than $1.5 million in restitution.
Well, things have cooled down just a little bit across Tulsa tonight. Meteorologist Michael Sagers in the Fox 23 Severe Weather Center tracking what's left of those showers.
Yeah, we had a few showers, even a few rumbles of thunder across parts of Green Country as you head out this afternoon and even early this evening. But right now, pretty quiet across the Tulsa Metro. Had one little shower earlier in South Tulsa. It went up and then it quickly died out. And that's what we've seen here with those storms that we've been tracking over northwest Arkansas as well. But I was telling you on Fox 23 News at 9, I didn't know if these storms would quite make it all the way to the Oklahoma state line, and look at how quickly they did diminish here as they tracked their way toward Adair County. Pretty much fell apart just as they approached eastern Oklahoma. Now, temperature-wise, it is warmer this evening, at least it is in the Tulsa Metro, and for a lot of us compared to what we saw yesterday evening. Temperatures right now are running in the 80s. I am going to break down just how far down those temperatures get as we head out the door tomorrow morning, and also a breakdown of how hot it will feel through the rest of the week in about 10 minutes.
Well, Williams stockholders voted to approve a merger that could cost Tulsa hundreds of jobs. It was a landslide vote with nearly 80% in favor of merging with Texas-based Energy Transfer Equity. Also today, Williams announced plans to appeal a judge's decision to let ETE out of the merger. ETE has until the end of Tuesday to announce what their plan will be.
A local man is now accused of multiple counts of cruelty to animals. Tulsa County deputies arrested Roy Wright after they say they found more than 20 malnourished dogs at his home in North Tulsa. All right, here's a look at
3 dogs, but you know they eat every day. They're not locked in pens, and I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's hard to understand. The dogs were taken to a local shelter for care. Wright was booked into the Tulsa County Jail, facing 21 counts of cruelty to animals.
Well, a hearing has now been set for a man police found passed out in a woman's closet. We told you Neil Birch was arrested and charged earlier this month. Police say he stole pills in the home before passing out in the closet. They believe he went unnoticed for at least 16 hours. Birch was in court today, where a preliminary hearing was set for next month.
Tonight, Fox 23 has learned a trucking company has been involved in dozens of crashes in the last couple of years. Fox 23 News at 9 o'clock, we told you how speed played a factor, causing an Empire truck line worker to flip an 18-wheeler onto its side. Fox 23's Jonathan McCall reporting live after combing through the company's federal safety records.
We found out, Clay, tonight that the company does have a satisfactory record with the Department of Transportation. That's the highest level that any company can receive from the DOT. But in that same time, we've also learned that the company has been involved in as many as 21 crashes over the last 2 years.
Oklahoma troopers say that speed played a major role in this crash on the I-44 exit ramp to Highway 266 Monday afternoon.
The driver did tell us, that she was going a little too quick around this curve here whenever her load started to shift and she ended up tipping over.
That caused this 18-wheeler to land on its side, but not before damaging the guardrail in this curve. According to the Department of Transportation, the driver involved in this crash is just one of 256 drivers for the Houston-based company, which has locations across the South, including here in Tulsa. Combing through federal inspection records, I found that company drivers logged a little more than 24 million miles on the road in 2014. Inspections over the last 2 years shows that the company has been involved in 21 crashes, 5 that resulted in injuries. None of them were fatal. The driver involved in Monday's crash walked away with just minor injuries.
She's hauling about 39,000 pounds of fishing tackle.
Records also show that out of 667 vehicles inspected, nearly 200 were out of service. That number is nearly 6% above the national average. Despite the challenges, the company does have a satisfactory rating with the DOT.
And Oklahoma troopers say the driver of that truck involved in that crash today did receive a ticket for failing to navigate the curve as she headed onto Highway 266. We did reach out to officials with Empire Truck Lines today. They said they had no idea about that crash until we first told them. They say that they will get back to us with some sort of response. As soon as we do, we'll pass it along. Live tonight in downtown, covering news that matters, Jonathan McCall, Fox 23 News.
A firefighter is recovering tonight after being hospitalized with heat exhaustion. We brought you this fire near 91st and Memorial as breaking news this morning. When fire crews got there, the fire had already spread to the attic. You can see the flames and all that smoke. Tulsa's fire captain told us this was the second fire the same crew had fought in just a matter of hours, which could have contributed to the firefighters' heat exhaustion. Right now, a 5-year-old girl is fighting for her life. In a story you'll see only here on Fox 23, her grandfather explains how he helped save her from drowning. Greg Allen said it was pure adrenaline when his granddaughter Aubrey was pulled from Fort Gibson Lake Friday. He's been a Muskogee EMT for 10 years, so he was one of 3 people who jumped into action to save Aubrey's life.
It's a difference when you respond to someone else, but when it's your granddaughter, all I could think about is airway, breathing, and circulation.
Although Aubrey is stable, she's medically sedated and has a long road to recovery. She turns 6 on Monday.
A local nonprofit has announced a significant donation to save jobs at a Tulsa school. The Booker T. Washington Foundation for Excellence is stepping in after 10 teachers and several classes were cut from next year's budget. The group saying those cuts would lower the school's high standards of education. Donation amount will be announced on Thursday.
It's been hot and humid, 21 straight days of above average temperatures when we'll finally get a cool down in 5 minutes.
A multi-million-dollar vote. What could lead to major park developments? That's next.
That does not go back on the shelf. That meat was gone.
New at 10, the bold move one thief made to try and escape with a full steak meal.
Now watch for some big park improvements in Sand Springs.
Tonight, city councilors approved the plans for the River City Park area. Fox 23's Naomi Kitt is live with what changes you'll see.
It was a unanimous decision at that city council meeting tonight, and the Parks and Recreation director tells me these plans have been in the works for more than a year.
We're very excited about it. Plans we've been working on for a long time.
This park will soon be getting an upgrade. The more than 100-acre space isn't the easiest to find.
It's kind of hard to find the park, so if you drove past it, you might not even notice that there's a park back there.
That's why a new entrance is one of the many things on the list of improvements. Take a look at these designs. They'll remodel and renovate many of the existing features.
As a community hub goes, this park is probably the biggest single entity in Sand Springs, so it's great to see it get a facelift.
I was in the council meeting Monday night as city leaders approved the plan. I found out they're working to get new playgrounds, a large gathering lawn, a new outdoor stage, and some improved parking for the area. The Parks and Rec director tells me they have about 100,000 people visiting the park each year. They hope the upgrades will draw even bigger crowds.
Usage of the park will go up, and that's a good thing. Good people in good parks, that's a great thing.
The money will come from Vision 2025 funding, along with a private match from the Case family. The improvements will cost $4.5 million.
They will start soliciting bids for the project next month. They hope to have the entire thing finished by next fall. Reporting live in Sand Springs, covering news that matters, I'm Naomi Kitt, Fox 23 News.
More than $10,000 was raised last night in a benefit to help a Tulsa activist. 8 local bands took the stage for free at Tulsa's Hunt Club to help support Chris Lieberman. Now, if his name doesn't sound familiar, some of the Tulsa events he's founded will. He's behind the Route 66 Marathon and the Center of the Universe Festival. Lieberman is recovering from a traumatic brain injury after falling from a ladder.
Well, national recognition for Broken Arrow PD and the K-9 that tracked down the 2 teen brothers accused of just horrendous crimes. Last year, we told you about the K-9 named Gyra, used to find Michael and Robert Bever just hours after police say they murdered their parents and 3 of their siblings. Just last week, Jireh received a Valor Award for that work.
Well, new at 10, a man is in jail after police say he tried to steal an entire steak dinner. Oklahoma City officers say it wasn't the $7 chuck steak, razor blades, or even the A1 steak sauce that made this shoplifting bizarre. It was where the man tried to hide everything.
There was a big bulge in the front of his pants. It really wasn't hard to see at all.
That's right. He tried to hide all the items in his pants. And police arrested Brian Gabriel on several other outstanding warrants. And as for the steaks, they were given a short shelf life and thrown away. I don't think anyone wants those.
Glad to hear that.
Yes.
So another chance of rain could soon break up the summer heat.
Yeah, meteorologist Michael Sagers in the Fox 23 Severe Weather Center for James tonight, tracking which days you can expect even more showers. Some people saw a little bit of rain tonight.
Yeah, we've had some hit or miss showers out there. Most of us stayed dry, but some of us were lucky enough to pick up at least a little bit of rain. I think we all have a better chance of seeing showers and thunderstorms by the end of the week. And here's what it looks like on our weather hazards. Now, tomorrow, I think most of us will stay dry, but we're going to have to monitor the air quality tomorrow. An ozone alert day for tomorrow in Tulsa County. So again, if you are an allergy sufferer, someone that's respiratory sensitive, that is something to keep in mind. Maybe limit outdoor activity. Storms become possible again Wednesday into Thursday, but I think our chances will probably be highest Friday into Saturday. We've had a few showers and thunderstorms out there, not as many as we saw yesterday. You can see the storms that we had here around Fayetteville that were tracking toward us here in eastern Oklahoma, right around Adair County, fell apart just before they made it to the Oklahoma state line. Even some stronger storms out here in western Oklahoma, right around Clinton, but those are moving away from us. Still a slight chance. I wouldn't rule out maybe a shower or thunderstorm overnight tonight. Again, here's that look here around Fayetteville. Those storms just died out completely. We lost that daytime heating, so they lost that fuel, and they have weakened and have fallen apart. 85 right now in Tulsa, 77 Bartlesville, 75 in Tahlequah. So we've got temperatures ranging from mid-80s to mid-70s. Just depends on your location. Great shot here in our Tulsa International Airport, live sky view. And again, all quiet right now out at Tulsa International Airport. If you have a flight to catch tomorrow morning even, I think we're going to be all right. Temperatures will be dropping down into the upper 60s to low 70s for tomorrow morning. We'll say about 71 in Tulsa. And by the way, I mentioned earlier, 21 straight days with above average temperatures. Well, we haven't been below 70 in over 19 days. It looks like that'll still be the case tomorrow, at least officially in Tulsa, with that forecast low above the 70-degree mark. 71 Eufaula, 68 Tahlequah for tomorrow morning, and a little farther to the north. We could get a few more 60s in outlying areas tomorrow morning, but upper 60s at that. So it's still going to be mild, and there still will be some mugginess to the air. If your plans take you out to area lakes tomorrow, highs will range from upper 80s to mid-90s. Don't forget the sunscreen. That sun will be shining brightly again. We'll get a few clouds to mix in, but that sun will continue to shine brightly. High temperature tomorrow in Tulsa, 94, 93 Broken Arrow, 92 in Owasso. And we're looking at low 90s to the south and to the east, mid 90s as you go to the south and to the west, and more of the same north and east, low 90s, north and west, looking at mid 90s for highs. It'll feel hotter. Heat index near 100. Look at the heat index by Friday down to near 90. Our rain chances will be increasing by the end of the week. Umbrellas looking likely by the time we head into Friday and Saturday, with temperatures only in the 80s for highs. How about that? Below average for a change. A lot of us have plans for the upcoming holiday weekend. Rain chances will be highest as we start the weekend, then they'll taper off as we head into the 4th of July. I'll update the position of some of those showers and thunderstorms on Fox 23 Doppler radar in about 10 minutes.
All right, people across the area will be headed to the polls tomorrow. Our coverage picks back up on Fox 23 News Tuesday morning from 4 to 9.
The annual Henry Iba Awards took place tonight. Coming up in sports, a look at who was honored and what big names took tonight's stage.
Tonight was the 23rd annual Henry P. Iba Citizen Athlete Awards. The main speaker tonight is just as about of a big of an NFL star as you'll find. Fox 23 Sports' Jeff Kolb was there.
The headliner of the evening here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, former Dallas Cowboys star running back Emmitt Smith. Earlier I had a chance to get his thoughts on current Seattle Seahawks wideout and former Booker T. Washington star Tyler Lockett. What are your thoughts on Tyler Lockett and what he's achieved already coming into tonight?
You know, it's always exciting to see a young man grow into his own.
do things that others didn't think he could do.
Glad I'm be able to have a chance to talk to him, meet him. You know, I met a lot of other legends as well, but this one will be a great experience as well.
And the other award winners all appreciating this huge moment in their careers.
To have someone look at your character and decide that we want to award something for who you are to other people is really great.
And this just so happened to be the first year for the High School IBA Awards, with our very own Nathan Thompson helping in that selection process. In Catoosa, covering news that matters, Jeff Kolb, Fox 23 Sports.
Well, the official Olympic men's basketball team roster was released today, and helping lead the way, of course, the Thunder's own Kevin Durant. This will be KD's second Olympic appearance, as he finished the team's leading scorer in 2012, averaging a Team USA record of more than 19 points a game. Others representing the red, white, and blue of Durant include Carmelo Anthony and Kyrie Irving. 16-year-old Bishop Kelly swimmer Patrick Callan tried his hand at making it to Rio today. Callan competed in both the 200 and 400 men's freestyle at the U.S. Trials in Omaha. He did win his heat in the 200 today, but neither of his times were fast enough for a spot on Team USA. And man, a 16-year-old being able to go and do that, competing with some greats. He was competing against Ryan Lochte.
Yeah, congrats, just getting there,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely. All right. Well, the pool is still the place to be with the temperatures we're going to be seeing this week.
Absolutely. We will have that cool down on the way as you're stepping outside this evening. Still a slight chance we could get a shower or storm overnight tonight, but I think most of us stay dry. Heading out the door tomorrow morning. Looks pretty quiet as of right now. If we have a stray shower out there, Fox 23 certified meteorologist Ben Wallach, he'll actually be in for me from 4 to 9 tomorrow morning.
Everybody's mixed
All
around right now.
Yes, but we're glad you're here. It's fun to have you here at night.
All right, as always, thanks for counting on Fox 23 News to bring you news that matters.
Remember, our team never stops. Make sure you like us on Facebook so you're the first to know about breaking news, weather, and traffic.